on Twitter, Scotty Grimes said yesterday, I think it was, he said, "I like to visit and show my respect to those who have fallen. Thanks, Tom Hanks."
Well, Scott's kind of creepy, so no, I'm kidding.
Well, anybody that can play Will Scarlet with his own beard like that, it's just kind of weird.
Well, Scotty also tweeted, "I have red hair." There, I said it.
What? He's a ginger?
I had no idea.
He's a wee ginger dude.
Do you know what? In Scotland, it's Ginger Wednesday today.
Is it Ginger Wednesday?
It's Ginger Wednesday, according to our local radio station. It's Ginger Wednesday today.
I'll have to tweet Scotty that when we get off.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually, people can, if people have a lot of questions and stuff, you said you have a bunch more, they can ask me on Twitter or on my Facebook page. Honestly, I answer questions all the time. If people have questions, I'm at Cudlitz, Cudlitz. That is actually my Twitter. No, I'm not verified and I can't prove it, but get over it.
Do you find that you get the jackasses coming on and talking to you about Southland? Is that
I haven't had any jackasses. I think when people will say stupid stuff every once in a while just to get a rise out of you, but for the most part, just fans are just really respectful. This whole information age has really connected a lot of people who, you think about when you were growing up, if you had any kind of, not saying that I'm someone's idol, but the equivalent of, if you had an idol or a favorite, person on a TV show, or for God's sakes, if you could, wow, when I was growing up, I could actually tweet, Jack Kennedy,
right?
Bobby Kennedy, and he answered me, or he told me he was, what he was doing today, or whatever. That's mind blowing. So the idea that you can sort of have, a favorite TV show or really be interested in a TV show or a project, and then be able to connect with that actor and ask some information that you would, years ago you would have sent in a fan letter. Probably the person would have never have gotten it, and then if they did get it, they probably would not have responded to it. You were going to sign picture, but people can actually ask, where was that battle fought? Did Dick Winters ever really, have a conversation with Bull? What was he left-handed? Things that are really cool and specific to that person, but you would never have been able to get an answer, and now you can. And if the people doing the projects are available, you can get all kinds of information. I'm not afraid of it. This new age. I think it can be embraced. I think everyone handles it in a very respectful way. And when you don't, you're shut down pretty quickly, because I can block your ass in a heartbeat. I blocked one person, and they know who they are.
Well, good.
Oh, man.
Well, no, they got on. When I first started on Twitter, I came on and I said, I'm only going to be tweeting about the show that I'm doing right now, which is called Southland. I said, I'm not going to follow anybody. I don't understand it enough to follow anyone or do any of this stuff, so I'm working. I'm just going to send out photos and things about the show. And someone came on and said, oh, this guy has, 700 people following him, and, he's not following anybody. He thinks he's a guru. Oh, it's the world according to Michael. And I was like, you know what?
Wow.
Fuck you. Yeah, this is the world according to Michael. Go fuck yourself.
Yep.
And I spend time, obviously this is reciprocal. This is something that benefits both fan and the actor personality. But you know what? This is something that I do as a I don't even say courtesy, because I don't want to. I do it because the people are asking me these questions and want to know this information, and they truly want to know, and they want to connect. And the sense I get is that they're really good people. Or maybe they're not a good person, but they actually have a good question. Whatever, that's good enough.
We all can't be crazed stalkers hiding in the bushes trying to collect your DNA.
Yeah, and so as long as everyone keeps it respectful and polite, then I'm more than happy to answer any questions that they may have.
Let me ask you one last question here. I have a couple of more, but they're going to be taking a step away from Band of Brothers, and I want to make sure that we get everything done there before Before
I do have an interesting one over here.
Okay, good. Well, go ahead and ask yours first. Then.
Well, I assume and I hope. I mean, in addition to how much you guys bonded, I'm sure you guys joked around a lot. But I mean, like, when you're talking with your friends, people you become close with, there's always one or two things that becomes like almost like an inside joke, like quotes that, or like something you say like every day that gets a laugh. Like, is there like a certain like behind the scenes like catchphrase, or even maybe a Band of Brothers quote that's like, do you know what I mean? Like something that really like sparks a happy memory. See? What?
That's just Captain Die, just being Captain Die. He was, whenever he says anything, everyone will turn to the.
That's amazing.
That's all I got.
In the boot camp diaries with Ron Livingston, was that you who did the Captain Die impression during the group photo? That was awesome.
Yes, and he didn't know. I think is that the one we're gonna turn to the guy on your left and perform open heart surgery? Is that the one?
Yeah, and I'll shit down your neck. That one.
Yeah. God, rip off your head and shit down your neck. God damn it! He thought that it was Gomez, because Gomez's character does all those imitations in the show, and they had no idea it was me, because that's not my personality, and I really shut down in boot camp because Bull was quiet, so I really shut down. So for that to come out of me, he had no idea. And I got Jimmy. Jimmy brought a little camera into boot camp, and he was taking some photos. And one day it was raining, and we all had to. We were clearing houses, and we were going from house to house, and it started pouring, and it was the night that we were going to all sleep outside. So it was perfect. We go out, we spend the day, just sweating to death. Breaks into a pouring rain about 6 o'clock at night. We get soaked. Sun goes down, and we're freezing our butts off, sleeping outside. It was perfect. Just what Captain Die ordered. But at one point we were inside the rain, getting out of the rain, and I had been inside. Basically, we got these things in camp. Everyone had a little something that they weren't supposed to have. Jimmy had a camera, and he was taking pictures, and here we are soaking wet, and out in this little hut, and up on the second floor, and he's taking pictures. I go out to go check on something, and I come back, and I see the flash go off again, and I go, God damn it, who's using flash photography? And he shits his pants, and he throws his camera out the window from the second floor. And he's like, Bull, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? I just threw my camera out the window. What are you doing? He scared the shit out of me.
Oh my God, that's a great Jimmy impersonation.
That is the story.
And he's like, Bull, I'm not shitting you. I'm fucking, my heart's beating like a fucking 1,000 times a minute. Holy shit. Holy shit. So he had to go get his camera back in. And from that was kind of the first Dale Dye impersonation. And then I would use it very, very sparingly because nobody knew it was me. And I would sometimes just be out in the middle of the night if I had to go to the restroom or something. I would go into the courtyard and I'd holler something out in his voice just because I knew it was just scaring the crap out of pretty much everybody there. Because you never knew what was going to happen. I mean, you slept with one eye open. You didn't, there was never, a nice, quiet moment where everything was going to be fine. Something was going to happen and it was not going to be good. Yeah. No, when you talk to Richard Speight, you're gonna see what funny is all about.
Okay, well, good.
He's a funny guy, and I think he does impersonations, and he's very. You'll see.